Well, I guess it's that time again. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another Construct stream. Hope you're well on this Tuesday afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it happens to be, wherever you are. We are going to be doing some more game dev today in Construct 3. Hey Luke Necklace, hey Kiatric, hey Techbox North, glad to have you guys here. Hope you're well. Let's turn Pretzel down. I guess get the desktop up. Murillo Young, I probably have pronounced that wrong, I'm very sorry, but welcome to the stream. Welcome, oh baby. Got a few faces in today, this is quite nice. So, last week we left off. Oh, I got it right. Cool, I feel proud. Last week we left off trying to build some NPCs. That went horribly wrong, and I eventually tried to build a state machine, which also went terribly, so we're not doing that today. We might do later, if I run out of things to do. I got some of it working. It was more when we actually wanted people to walk around, things got a bit confusing and stuff was not working and I could not find a logical reason as to why. And I got angry and wrote a blog post about it, which you can read on Skira's blog, system, construct.net thing. Hang on, have I put a command in? I probably haven't. Should teach me to actually set this stream up properly. Anyway, let's stick some dev tracks on, nice and low. And we will start with what I did to get over the fact that the state machines were annoying me. Which brings us back to my ever so beautiful transition example project, which has the associated tutorial, which I will update with this new bit. If you've not seen this before, then this is a little thing to demonstrate a kind of fade transition when you move from layout to layout. If you have seen this before, you may realise there is now a text box up here that wasn't there previously. There is a system in Demon Noir which I have lovingly stolen, which means that whenever you switch layouts, it shows you which layout you're on. It appears in quite a few games. I'm currently playing Pokemon Crystal and that's what made me think of it. But if we just preview, see in the top left corner it says first layout because we're on the first layout. Stays there for about 2 seconds and then disappears. And if we go up the top, it says second layout. It is a really simple thing, but I don't know, adds a little something, I think. The greatest form of flattery. Yeah, Theft, you're right, John. Welcome to the stream. How are you this afternoon, JSR? Well, I hope. Or at least relatively. So yeah, it's actually quite simple-ish to put in the area name, or the area name system. What's going to get more complicated is when I want to put this into a big project, and I need to make sure I get all of the layout names correct. Here it's really simple because we only have 2 names. We don't really care what they say because it's literally just a test, so we just tell it to set the text to the name of the layout. Obviously, if you've got code names for layouts and bits and pieces, or you have characters that you can't put in the layout names, then things aren't going to quite look right. Insane Hawk, hello, welcome to the stream. Metal Quokka, welcome. Yeah, Pokemon Crystal, your ears must have been burning. Is there a transition out effect? I haven't set one up. There's the option. I have got the opposite to this in, but I've not set it to actually go. If we look at the area change stuff, we only trigger the transition once, which is to fade out the old one. We could probably call the function again with the different tags, but for now I think it's all right. It works. That's the main thing, and that's what makes me happy. So yeah, basically, once all this stuff happens, on the start of the layout, we want to set our characters to the right place, and we want to spawn our little dialogue box to tell us where we are. So we have another layout, which is the HUD layer. Layer. Oh god, it's so easy to get those confused. So on our HUD layer, we create our dialogue box. This one I've set to the top left. You can set it to wherever you like, but bear in mind that you may have to play around with the origins of the dialogue box and bits and pieces, otherwise it might not display in the right place. Let's just try that, shall we? I was having endless problems the other day going, why can't I see anything? Realising that my origins and things were in completely the wrong place. Let's go with bottom right. Let's move the origin and see where that sticks our thing. So, because I've changed the origin of the... If I debug that, I can pause it and show you what I mean. Pause. Okay. So, because we moved the origin of the text box, it's still aligning to the same coordinates, but obviously it's aligning at a different point, so you can't see the box. So if you find that you've put this in and suddenly your box isn't there, or your text isn't there, make sure that your origins are all lined up. Simple things, but, you know, can drive you absolutely mental. Top left, that's what it was on. Do we want it to fade out if you're in the overworld? I haven't decided how I want the fades and stuff to work yet. I mean, as I say, I'm just happy that I have a system and it works. Might not be the prettiest thing in the world, but hey, it serves a purpose. So yeah, within this little event box, we spawn our dialogue box, we set its size. You don't have to, you could just leave it as the right size when you create it, but just to make sure. We create our sprite button object, which is then laid on the top of the dialogue box, and we add a few extra positions to the coordinate so that it sits in the right place in the box, and then we set the text to whatever layout it is that we're going to. Set the system to wait, and then it'll destroy them after 2 seconds. Again, we could probably put a fade in here if we wanted it to not just randomly disappear off the layout. So that is the simplest example that I have. If we minimize that and go into my tester project, let's just get rid of those for a minute. Tester project. Open that one up and we'll need that one. Area changes. So yeah, see, we have the same thing in this project, slightly more complicated in that we actually have to, we are specifying now what, if the layout name is equal to something, then we want to set the text to something different. I'm hoping that won't be an issue in the main project. I basically spent a good deal of yesterday recreating the main actual game project, mostly so I could get an idea of how big it's going to get, and it's layout wise it's going to get pretty hefty, so that's mildly overwhelming, but hey, it's fine. The nice thing is, by doing that, I have started laying out where I think there are going to be various layouts. I will get that the right way around one day. So if we look at, oh yeah, the first city now has a name. It's not called Starting City anymore. They're completely blank at the moment with just a few little objects, but so for these ones it will be fine. We could say just set the area change text to the layout name because it's nicely formatted, it's got the spaces, it's what it needs to be. However, if we then took here, it's currently set to arcade lobby. That's not particularly helpful, and it won't look particularly good. And to be fair, we might not even want the interior ones to show up. Sometimes though, baby, you just need to see everything. And the properties bar is forfeit for that. It's the entire reason that I moved the project bar and stuff over here is so that when we have tile maps, I have so much space for tile maps. It's great. So yes, there's a few things I want to test out with this system. One of them is putting in a variable to see if we can only show the exterior area changes, because you don't necessarily need, I'll show you what they look like in this at the moment. So it appears across the top, again sits there for a couple of seconds and disappears. So if it's fine when you're outside, but you don't really need to know that you've walked into, I don't know, NPC home number 52. It'll start to get a bit complicated and bits and pieces. You'll end up with places called the same thing, or it seems like a lot of work. I don't think having people wandering in and having the area change names in houses is a good idea. So I have ideas for booleans and bits and pieces which I will test out shortly. What happened to construct is I moved my bars around, which is much more appropriate for the way I'm currently using it. So yes, this is where I'm at. I was sat messing around with this, and so far, if we just have a quick look, there is naff all in this project. It is tiny in terms of actual objects, but so far I am on 70 layouts, and that's not including many of the interior stuff in Enot alone. And oh god, it's just kind of hitting home how much work I've set for myself, which is, you know, always fun. I know 70 isn't that many, but you know, that's only a small. I'm figuring I'm probably going to hit over 200, but it's like, oh, it's fine. This game isn't going to take long. It's going to be totally fine. And then you start building things and go, oh wait, I've actually got a lot of work here. Okay, this is going to take a lot longer than I realised. Besides, remember, I'm new to this. I'm allowed to make, you know, silly estimates. It's fine. Plus, this was also basically an excuse for me to sit here and make lots and lots of subfolders. I love a good subfolder. Yeah, basically the way it's going to work is each transition will, well, each door or whatever will lead to a new layout. Some stuff will be reused, like between the like we have if we look at here, we have 3 apartment buildings in the residential zone. The basic interiors of those will be the same. It will just have slight tweaks in the NPCs and bits and pieces. So I haven't decided yet whether I'm just going to completely reuse the layouts or just have unique ones for each one. That largely depends on how the rest of my systems work. Ultra Narwhal, welcome to the stream. Less than 70 layouts for over 2,000 events. I have no concept of how many events I'm going to end up with. I mean, apparently I have 37 so far. I feel like half of them are crossed out. Yeah, they are. Yes, this is all part of me trying to make AI stuff, and it went horribly wrong. We have got some kind of a system in at the moment, and it does kind of work. Sort of. That guy over there is a little stiff. Oh, this guy is not working as well as he did last week, and that makes me sad. Boo. Okay. But at least our static ones haven't changed, so that, you know, makes me feel a bit better. I thought for a second that his... Okay. I have obviously dropped a solid block there somewhere. Right, layers. Let's unlock stuff and see where that... Oh, of course, it's a... Duh. There's supposed to be an NPC there. But obviously I have set those two initially invisible because no one wants to see the bases and I've not put them in yet. Which guy? The 2 random NPCs or my actual player? I know the NPCs are kind of balked. Hence why I was going to look at doing a state machine. Which drove me mad. The reason the player wasn't moving is because he was walking into an invisible sprite that I forgot was there. Right, let's collapse that down again because we don't need that open right now. Close that off. Okay. I know, right? Those invisible sprites, they just ruin everything. It's terrible. Yeah, the I don't quite know why. It seemed to work fine last week. And then I did some tweaking and he does weird things. Sometimes the animations work, but yeah, I don't quite know what happened with this. I didn't change his stuff at all, but yeah, which is, I say, the system was fine to begin with, but it's obviously showing some flaws, so we need a new system. So over the next couple of weeks I will be trying to put together the statey thing. I have got I just quickly I'll go through all my many tests. Which one is it? That one. That's why I was starting to build this. So the idea of this project is that each NPC character will have a different behaviour purely so I can visualise stuff. So we have construction guy who does his non-random rotation, he just spins around. We have our headband girl who does the random rotation, and then I was trying to program in the young man to walk around a path, which was fine to a point. But actually getting him to change direction was proving to be problematic. If you just literally have him set, have his instance variable set, then it's fine. But if we set him to walk left for a minute, they should, in theory, yeah, they walk independently, it's fine. Those red boxes were eventually supposed to be little things that when the NPC hit, they'd change direction, but was proving to be a pain. So I'm ignoring this for now. It's a problem. It's a problem for future me. I always feel like I could reduce my events, but then I look at it and go, I genuinely don't know how. Or maybe maybe I need all of this stuff because otherwise I will ignore random edge cases or whatever. Right, so what was I doing? I need to lock some bits and pieces up so I don't mess around with them. Okay, so if we pop to our object, no, that's the wrong one. Let's close that, and that one, and that one. We need this object bank. This is probably when all your layouts are named the same thing. Yep, reliance on future selves is perfectly fine. Okay, what was there? So, what I was thinking, which is a dangerous pastime, but there you go. Unlock the objects layer because that's what we're dealing with. Now, do we put it on the sender or the receiver? I think the receiver. So what I want to do is let's just plonk in. Oh, I started to build it out there. Let's just duplicate that a minute. Interior test, whatever. Dump that into there just so I know where it is. Excuse me. I didn't say collapse all that, thank you. Let's go in here. We don't need half of this stuff. Delete all this stuff. Whee! I don't care. Actually, it might just be easier to make a new layout, but hey, whatever. Yeah, let's just delete that. Add layout. Layout only, please. And it will use the game mechanics event sheet. That size is fine, I don't care. Well, actually, we could make it the size of the viewport, and that would save some problems. 240 by 160. Whee! Let's drop in a tile background. I do still get mildly confused that my properties bar is on the other side. Let's have, I don't know, that colour. That'll do. Fill. Ooh, that's brighter than I thought. Oh well. Sure, okay. Snap to grid. Grid is 16 by 16. That doesn't feel right. Okay. There we go. Fills the background, and we'll just drop in a sprite that says, "This is a house." Just so we know that some great artwork going on here. There's a little person. Oh wait, I need to just do that. Whee! Nope. Okay, little person. And we'll drop a text box in just to say, "Hi, we're in the house." Bum bum bum, where is it? This is a house. Yay! Ah, right. We need a sender and a receiver. Where are we? They should be in there. So, receiver, that's going to go there-ish. Sender, we'll pop the door about there. I tend to design something so I understand it, try to be performance focused, but if not, I just throw it in and refactor it later when I want to focus on performance. Yeah, I mean, as someone who doesn't know what she's doing half the time, it is a case of, I'm doing this because it works. Otherwise, I do not care. This is why I should have... This is why I was going to copy the... I should still show the grid so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Right, I'm going to move that one and that one. There we go. So we need the receipt. Nope. Scroll that down because we don't need that. Me? If that was that directed at, baby, yes, this is definitely my first game. This is me finally learning how to use Construct. Live on the internet for everyone to enjoy. Probably the wrong word. Trigger number 1, we'll make this ID, because I can't remember the IDs and I can't be bothered to bring them up. We will make this ID number 10, probably. And that we are going, this is going to be number 11, purely because I can't remember. Down. No, the receiver for that one needs to be layout 1. That should be fine. So let's pop back into here. Oh, did I delete all my stuff from here? I did. That was really stupid. Oh, stupid face. I deleted things off the wrong layout. Aren't I a smart cookie? That is irritating. Just goes to show, kids, make sure you are in the right place before you go wildly deleting things. Yeah, there, that feels right. There we go. Right. There's our interior test layout. Now this one we can change, 240 by 160. At least this means it's got all the layers and stuff in, which is fine. We can get rid of that tile map. Get rid of most of those. Keep 2 so I can pop them. Move them over there somewhere. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to ask about the aircon because I can't actually hear it. If anyone can hear a weird whirring noise, we have got the aircon on today because it is warm. So just for the time being, we'll drop stuff on different layers so that I can lock them and it'll be much easier. Oh, that's good. I mean, I can always turn up the music if needs be as well. I'm still getting used to these new headphones, so my sound things are a little off. Oh no! Don't do that. I still need my project part attached, please. Oh, I had a ding. Oh, Metal Walker, thank you for the host. You going for those sweet, sweet points? Is that what it's about? That needs to be on the objects layer. Looks like it's put on a HUD, doesn't really make a difference at this point. It's okay. I say, so long as there's not some horrible obtrusive aircon noise, then it's fine. Woo! Much appreciated, Luke Necklace. I apologise, I still haven't had time to check out your streams yet. What I think I might do is if I make a forum thread, then anyone who's doing construct streams can just stick the link in there and we can all take a look, do hostings and whatnot. I'm sorry about the keyboard, I am a heavy typer, I know this, and you know, even a big thick mouse pad is not helping. Let's have our little stick person in there because I liked him. Who doesn't love a good stick person? Who seems to be signalling to something. Always remember the image points. Whee! There you go, now you can go and talk to your friend. Right, so that's our receiver, which is coming, so new layout should be this one, which is layout. No, it's not, it's called interior test. ID can be 10. Direction is up. Trigger number is 1 because there is only 1. That's fine. Don't work too hard, Metal. And that one we want to be, that can be number 11. Direction is down. New layout is star. for goodness sake, starting city residential. Trigger number's 1, that's fine, I think. So now if we pop back in here, we can take one of those, pop it there, take one of those and pop it there. Zoom in so I can see what I'm doing. Briefly unsnap to grid. Oh, I told you to. Ah! I am. Oh, that's the wrong layout, that's why. Duh. Need that one. There we go. So that sender is taking us to interior test. Up ID 10. That one. 11. Direction down. Trigger 1. Starting city residential. Right. Hopefully that works. Right. Have I at least set this up properly? Kind of. It will do. Except I have... Oh, because they're all on the... Those are on the objects layer, so that's fine. Oh. Let's lock that. That is, yeah, it's the right place. Let's pop those to the bottom of the layer. Shouldn't make a difference, but Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Huh. At least it spawns the thing. Where's our dude? Why is he not there? Debug. Where are you, little dude? Somewhere. This is what happens when you don't really pay attention to your variables properly. Oh, right, he's over there. Found him. Why are you over there? ID 10, that's fine. Let's move it up. Bum 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 bum. 10. 10, that should be right. I don't quite get why he's spawning over there, but hey. Have I already got something named that or something daft? Trigger area change receiver. So should it be fine. My trigger numbers. Trigger number 1. Trigger number 1. Yeah, seems legit. Can't quite figure out why, but okay. New plan. We will ignore those for now and hope I don't accidentally walk on one. Let's open up shopping, shall we? The super exciting, really well done shopping district. Unlock objects. So let's set the receivers. I want to add... Where's the actual object there? Edit instance variables, add a new variable. Boolean! Nope, that is not the right bit. What are we calling this? Interior, that'll do. Initial value is false, okay. But these ones we want to set to true. 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 I should have just highlighted them and done it all together. That would have saved time. But we are here now. Okay, that's those ones, and then these ones. True. Okay, so go into here. On start of layout, add condition. Transitions. Receiver is Boolean set, and we want interior to be false, maybe? Then run the events. That might work. Oh, don't do that. Okay, let's start back on here. So residential shows it, which it should do. That one doesn't show. That's good. Run over here somewhere. That one does show. Hey, that was easy. Cool, that works. Simple flowchart for an NPC state machine. I probably would find it useful, to be fair. At this point, anything would be nice. Yay, my area thing's on. I need to do some tweaking on the gym building, don't I? That shadow needs to change. Doesn't look quite right. Yay! Oh, I'm quite happy with that. It's not the prettiest looking thing in the world, but it serves a function, and that's currently all I care about in this test project. Buffering, oh no! To be fair, the iPad I'm using to keep an eye on chat and the stream is buffering, so I feel like the internet in here is isolated thanks to the vast amounts of audio foam I'm sitting in. Let's just have a quick butchers at this. I have no idea which Dropbox account this is even linked to. Oh, okay, cool. Nope. I'll tell you what, Textbox North, what might be easier to save me losing that link, if you head over to construct.net, either drop a link in the blog, the Construct Scream companion blog, or in the forums under Construct 3 Creations there is a thread for this, which is definitely not Pokemon. If you could drop that link into either of those locations, that would be very helpful. Oh, okay, so as it turns out, not displaying those things was easier than I thought. So let me just quickly, if I tick that one to interior, let's just test my broken house. That's the wrong button. Thank you very much. I will gladly accept any and all help. Nope, that's the wrong bit. Need to go into here. Good, it doesn't show it. That's lovely. So that's fine. That's good. Okay, let's look at my to-do list. To do, show area names thing. We've done that. Test the interior boolean. We've done that. Next thing on the to-do list is add area names to the main project. Well, we can do that. Whee! Close that for a minute. my daft broken this is a house, but whatever. Close all this stuff down for the minute. Boop, 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 boop. Now I want that one. Game mechanics. Open please. Thank you. So yeah, I've got the bits that work from... Oh, this chair is very squeaky. I apologise. I've got all the bits of code that work from the tester currently in the main project. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Developing things in smaller projects and then trying to implement them into the big project. So it will slowly grow over time. And then in theory, because of the way I have designed the main city, all the major mechanics, so combat, random encounters, that kind of thing, items, dialogue, NPCs, all of the main stuff I need to think about should all be doable in the main city. So I only have to think about designing that so far, then we can focus on getting all the mechanics in, and then it'll be a case of building out the game. Hopefully. I have said that, so it's not going to work now, I can tell. So, what have we got so far? We have our area change set. So that's the same thing as in the little project. When we go through a door or we go and change areas, it triggers our function, which is on the global. Have I actually included that? I have not. So that actually wouldn't work. Where do I put that in here? I can't remember. Include global, yes please. Thank you very much. So that's now up there. And the global bench sheet has variables, and I'll stick functions in there. This is probably also where I'll stick save data and bits and pieces when I eventually figure that out. Hooray. Okay, let's pop in a new subgroup, which is area names. What do you mean it already exists? Oh, it's there. I can't see for looking. Oh, you sweetheart text box Norse, that would be super useful. I mean, the whole point of me doing all of this stuff is, like, eventually I will do a little tutorial series about the NPC stuff. So, you know, any assistance there will benefit everyone else. I'll probably start writing that when I figure out the whole interaction system as well. So it's one thing. Oh goodness, excuse me. It's one thing making line of sight work, it's a whole other thing making sure that your NPCs face you and get the dialogue box systems and all that working and bits and pieces. Can I show us what's going on with the NPCs? I can, except currently I kind of got angry and deleted all the bits that weren't working. So, currently in the state machine test, where are we? Game layout and event sheet 1. So the rotate ones are fine. So we have our construction guy who goes, you know, round and round in circles. Our girl here with the headband selects a direction every so often, giving her the random rotation. The idea I had was basically that right, let me see if I can quickly put this in, if I can remember what I had. Is that one on collision with that? This isn't going to work, but hey, on collision with that, what was it? Set that one. Set direction to NPC mover. Oop. Dot direction. Basically, the idea was he was supposed to walk around in a square because every time he hit a red block, it would change his directional variable. Oh. That text box was just so I could see whether the tile movement was still happening. I tried to like make him pause for a few minutes. So set. A few minutes. I pause momentarily. Set value. Nope, I put state on the other one, did I? Okay. Set state to idle. Set direction, and then I don't know. We'll set the value again to walk. Nope. If this works now, I'm going to be really peeved. Well, it's better than last time, being that actually he's not picking a random variable. Right, let me just turn this guy off. Put him back to idle. This is immediately working better than last time, so... Yeah, last time this guy up in the top right hand corner was just walking of his own accord and I couldn't figure out why. So all we need to do is now get those animations sorted. So rather than on collision, you probably want overlapping. Maybe, let's see how that changes it. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of why I figured it was just a case of stripping out the whole thing and starting again. And literally just starting with the stuff that you know works and then going back in and going, right, now what do I need to do to try and get what I was doing last time? And inevitably you'll get something slightly different because this works better than it did before. Yeah, using target positions rather than an actual directional variables, which is why... If we have a quick look, we have this one, which is what Nepio built for me last week. So the markers have their own IDs, and basically it's all done by IDs rather than just setting directions. And it all works quite nicely, and it's got a nice little weight condition in it and everything else, which is what is already in it's what we had in the tester project anyway. Nope, not that one. This is the problem when all your adventure sheets are called the same thing. That one. It's in here. NPC movement. Back and forth. Nope. Random. Nope. Set path. There it is. Found it. Yeah, this is all the stuff from which I basically nicked out of that little thing, and it kind of worked. But again, we couldn't get the animations suddenly have gone squiffy, and it's not particularly happy interacting with the player object. The old burn it down and rebuild it approach. Yeah, seriously, Crunchy, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the follow. It is much appreciated. Hope you're well on this fine Tuesday. Yes, strip it all out, put in what works, go away for a week and think about something else, then come back and go, right, let's try this again, shall we? So yeah, the way it works in this one is we have a function which allows us to set the wait time, so you don't lose it or anything like that, because waits were proving to be a bit funny before we had this system. And rather than just literally switching directions, it's setting the NPC, or in this case AI, to always move towards a target. So I think what we need to do is combine, where are we? That one. This block here with the target system from Nepio's little project. Then hopefully it'll work. Yeah, you could do that. As long as you could put, I suppose, a very, very small, oh goodness, words, icon words, a really small timers, because some NPCs we're going to want to be like permanently walking around. Like the guy going around the, I haven't got it open, the guy going around the fountain in the residential district, the idea for him is he's permanently walking around in a little square, enjoying the fountain. Oh, heat's making me yawn. So, where are we? Here we go. So, we need a few more instance variables if we're to give this a try. Nope, not that one. Is it that one? It is this one, right. So, the marker needs an ID for the sprite and a target ID. And so direction, target, and self. So if we go back into, is this our state machine? Yes, it is. Let's collapse those bits. We don't need those open. Stop. I just want you to be larger. Drop that. Mover. Instance variables, directions. Target ID. So on collision with mover, if the timer is not running or the NPC is moving in the direction the mover is telling the NPC to go, then start a timer. Then on timer trigger, get the NPC to move in the direction that it's told to go. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, that's why I had the, because what if we just, this is probably going to mess things up, but just for illustration purposes, yeah, he moves, but it's not quite right with the weight. So the weight's not quite enough. Although time is a behaviour, isn't it? Let's pop that in as a family behaviour. Or walk, I don't know, that'll do. Well, so hang on. Yeah, I have read a lot of confusion between timers and weights and things not working exactly as they should, so if we go, right, let's pop back here and have a look at the mover again. So direction, target ID, and self ID. I'm going to rename some stuff because this is starting to get very annoying. NPC, state machine test, events. There. Now it's slightly different. Hopefully at least I'll actually go to the right thing. Time, as you can see in the debugger instances, so you can see when they're running. Oh, okay, that's cool. So if we pause that a second. Right, there you are. Oh, it's the base, isn't it? I want the sprite. So yeah, the timer is playing. That should be a sub event. Start timer. Add sub event. Good afternoon, VG Burnsy. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Trigger when a timer has elapsed. Okay, on timer. What do I call it? Pause walk. Pop that there, and that one there. Oh dear. Well, that didn't work. Let's move him off of there a second. Pop him there. He should, yeah, walk down. Okay. At least it gets him to stop. Just remember you might need to add an additional condition so the timer does not get reset every tick because he's overlapping a mover object. Yeah. Yeah. Right, I am going to have to be right back because I am running rapidly out of water. It is incredibly warm today. So, let's turn up the music a little bit. And I will be back in a few minutes. Right, that's better. Stay hydrated, kids. Especially in this weather. Woo! Helps the brain function and all that jazz. Thank you, the Danny Vegas, while I was on Be Right Back with the follow there. Thank you very much. Just catching up on Streamlabs chat because it's easier than reading it on an iPad. Right. So, I have kind of been reading through Luke's chat things. So, if we add a condition there, which is state is equal to walk without the exclamation mark. It does. Hi, Bearded Outlaw. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well this afternoon. So in theory, when he overlaps the thing, his state is set to idle. The timer then gets started. We change his direction, and then he should start walking. Emphasis on the word should. Nope. So that's obviously not enough. Oh, excuse me. Where are we? Young man, NPC, sprite. Interesting. Need to remove the trigger being nested underneath. Okay. What, so I have it as a separate thing? Timer can't trigger because it's nested by it. Okay. See, I don't know how all this stuff works, so having you guys in the chat is super useful. Ooh! That was a bit weird. Yeah, it's very much more of a lift than an actual walk right there. Stopping on every floor on the way down. Taking the scenic route. So, let me just it's all a bit odd. Interestingly, his direction didn't change on that either. That should say down, and that one should be left. So when he hits this bottom one, it should be left. Let us pause that while I get to the thing. He's moving, then told to stop because he's overlapping the move, which is telling him to stop again after he starts moving. Right. Doesn't matter. So this is why I thought this would be better to do like off stream, so I could figure all this rubbish out and then come in and go, look, isn't it wonderful? So it's overlapping, we're setting the state to idle, so it should stop anyway. Then if the state is set the state to idle and start the timer. He's walking while he's overlapping the mover, and construct only knows to check that he's walking while overlapping a mover. Yeah, that's true. Additional condition is needed to check if he's not moving in the direction that the mover has in the string. Right. So compare direction is not equal to NPC mover dot direction. Something like that. How does that look? A very itchy nose. Well, he stopped. And now carries on moving down, so the direction does not change, which is interesting. This was the problem, or one of the many problems. Yes, he doesn't. He is just going down. He doesn't. He cares not for the movers. The movers do not apply to him. Gah. He is the man who could not turn. See, this is why I got angry, threw everything out the window. I went and figured out area names. That was fine. That worked. Just had to mess around with sprite fonts and bits and pieces. And origins and, you know, nothing that hard. Try nesting the walk state in a sub-event. Okay, so I'll drop that. So, B for a blank sub-event. Drop that in there. I'm confused. It doesn't feel like it's going to do anything. It's useful getting viewer help, but I feel like, you know, this is not that exciting for other people to watch. Nesting the walk state action. Oh, okay. So popping that. Get rid of that. I'll just move that to there. And then putting that there. Is that what you mean? You're doing more learning than having. Well, as long as someone's learning something, then clearly this is fine. Yeah. Isn't because after the timer he's overlapping and instantly walking again, triggering the pause. Yeah. I'm just gonna switch that. Nope. Nope. Just want to see if collision rather than overlap is helping. Probably not. Put it all in a calculator, press equals, and there's your answer. I wish that was the case, Waster. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing alright this Tuesday afternoon. I'm having fun with NPCs. And by fun, I mean, you know, I want to cry again. Okay, well, still won't turn, so, but he doesn't make the weird stop anymore and weird lift style movement, so that's a start. Basically, Waster, when he hits the little red square, this, I'm pointing at the screen and you can't see anything, this one here, he should turn left. The little character has got an instance variable which should change when he hits the mover. To tell him to move left, but seemingly doesn't want to. Luke knows what it is. Oh, high talk there. When the trigger is activated, it doesn't know what mover it's picking, so it picks all of them. Ah. Nephew just casually singing Queen to himself. Needs to pick the mover the NPC is overlapping. That is a good point. I still haven't wrapped my head around picking, so if you want to tell me how, by all means. I've been just using 4 eaches, so I do like that Mover has become movie in Luke's world. This is quite fun. The NPCs are going out hitting movies, and then stuff happens. So we have 4 each. Base sets the things. Could get the NPC to change his movie direction when he collides with the mover, but after he changes his status to idle. Well, that's supposed to be what happens. Well, the directions change is supposed to come when the timer elapses. Should move set direction after start timer. Right, put that there. Okay. Better. But now the timer's not triggering. I'm gonna pop that back there for a minute. Get the NPC to change the move direction when he collides with the mover, but after he changes the status to idle. Then just set the state to walk when the timer triggers. Right. Okay. I feel like this is where the IDs and stuff come in. Add a wait. That's why we've got the timer though, I thought. I don't know. Add another condition where the timer triggers to check the NPC is overlapping. Okay. Add another condition. Is overlapping the mover. Set the direction. And then set the state to walk. Hey! Look at that! Look at him go! By Jove, I think we've got it. And by we, I mean Luke. And oh baby for inputs. Thank you guys. You guys have helped so much. This was driving me absolutely mental last week. So in theory, what we can now do, let me zoom in, we can take some more of these, put one there, one there, one there, one there. Oh. Yeah, screw it, we'll just send him that way, I don't know. So that one down, that one we want to go right. That one we want to go down, and that one left. We want him to walk left. The animations still aren't quite there. Oh, hello. We appear to have some problems here. Right, let's take him off that path, shall we? Up. Okay. Yeah, the animations stop a little soon. Just going to edit that again. Yeah, I think... Yeah, this is all tile movement. So as soon as it gets to that thing, then it stops the anime. It sets it to idle. So either we can pop in here, open that up. There. How far into it? What even is the size of this thing? Ugh, big. If we drop that, I don't know. 10 seems no. Let's try 50. I don't know if this is even going to work, but hey, whatever. 250? Nope, not 550. Otherwise, it'll be a case of I can try the overlapping at offset. That may work. We shall see. 50. 200. Have you missed anything fun? Got the thing working. Look at that. Look at them go. Better. It's better. We can shrink that even more. It's literally just going to be the middle, isn't it? No. So actually that needs to be 150. 100. Oh, I didn't want to do that. No, go away. No worries. Stop adding animation points. What am I doing? That needs to be 50. No, it doesn't. 100. No, not 50,000. 100. 100 and 150. Yeah. Nope. Nope. 150. There. I can do numbers. I know what they mean. That's almost there. As long as you've got the... I'd say that will do. I mean, if someone's got a better idea than collision polygons, then great, but hey, I'm happy with that. I think it works. You could probably fine-tune it slightly more, but it's barely noticeable. The animations were changing as soon as the NPC hit the grid cell. So he was kind of moving, but only in the idle position. So because the collision was the same size as the mover sprite, obviously as soon as they touched, the animation would stop. So we shrunk the collision polygon, and now he looks all right. Cool. Well, that's that. That makes me very happy. Save, for the love of Jeff. Now the really fun one to figure out is the random one. Which I think we could probably do something similar. Ooh. In that we set the direction, but we choose oh well, there we go. My new phrase for the love of Jeff apparently now refers to VG Burnsy. Fun fact. Yeah, no worries. I mean, I'm sure there's a million other ways to do everything, but this seems to work. We'll see how it looks in the main game. Obviously, these aren't the final sprites, so I may have to tweak it further down the line anyway, when I actually have some little player characters. But hey, this will do. I am happy. So my random should be pretty easy. Pick random direction, pick random distance, check if can move, then set target. Yeah. I was thinking whether we use the movers again, but probably not. So the movers are just for the path. Should be going down again if we do random. No, we're not having just down people anymore. Stubborn NPCs. I mean, if my NPC decided to pick nothing but randomly down, then I think that's a message that I shouldn't be doing this anymore. I mean, this game will have like a whole science versus religion vibe, so who knows? Maybe a message from the divine isn't quite so far-fetched. Ugh. Right. So pick random direction, pick random distance, check if can move, set target. So we need... I don't think we actually need any more variables, really. Direction should be fine. So add event when the state is walk. So wait, how do we set this one up? Overlapping, yeah. Yeah, probably has another set of sub-events, I guess. Or we have it as a separate event entirely. Let's pop it as a separate event, because I can always move it later. Dude, nope. I need system. For each, please. Base, buttery biscuit base. Edit. Nope. New condition. Nope, not the young man. That will really screw things up. Where are you? Compare instance variable state is equal to org. Oh, put your quotation marks in, you daft woman. Add action. I feel like we also want a timer. I think this could run as a function. Maybe. Yeah, it is nice to have people to talk about these things with. It does definitely help. And I suppose it's nice having other people to bounce ideas off of as well. There's only so far you can get on your own. It's fine, but, you know, it can be really tedious when you're stuck in an office on your own with a problem you can't figure out and, you know, you want to cry. Or at least can't really. Yes. I hope at least I'm providing some mild form of entertainment. Entertainment in the loosest sense. But hey, you know, if someone's learning and or laughing, then great. That's all we need. So, we have our direction stuff. Do I want to put this in... Say... Oh, because it needs to be nested under active, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Oh, that's so much white. Give me. Add sub-event. Alright, base has got the tile movement, but sprite has got the direction. What are we trying to do? Random movement. If you scroll up through chat and FPO's got an idea, I just need to figure out how to do it. So basically, we've got a wait timer. So what we'll probably do is, the idea is this is someone walking randomly around a town. So every X seconds, we want this NPC to pick a direction, see if they can move, or yeah, pick a direction, pick a distance, see if they can move there, and then move there. Maybe I need a rubber duck. Although saying that, I have enough clutter on my desk at home, I'll just talk to my Spyro when he's not holding my controllers. Memory of a goldfish before bed. I keep forgetting that it's like, you know, midnight or later where you are, because you're a nutter here at this hour, at that hour. I mean, I appreciate it, but, you know, I'd be well asleep by now. Yeah. So I'm just going to add a little comment in here, because it's getting up to 3 o'clock, and if I don't get through this, I'm going to forget what I'm doing. So, every X seconds, pick direction, pick distance, check if can move, set target. Google is probably more helpful when you're stuck, but ducks are good moral support. Yeah, ducks are good moral support. Other small rubber animals are available. Yeah, am I right? Is it you stream for like 7 hours, Luke? Did I read that correctly? There we go. Got our little duck in the chat there. Thanks for the encouraging quacks, VG Burnsy. I admire your commitment, Luke. 7 hours is a heck of a long time to be, you know, streaming. Right. So we have the direction, yeah, so I feel like this should be a function rather than, I'm gonna try it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try it. Random walk. Cool. Function. Yay. So do we want a where is it? There it is. Sleep 11:30 till 8 and Luke streams for 12 till 7. Yeah, so you can get like half an hour. Wait time. So add direction. Direction? No, action. Wait. Add sub-event. Every... Actually, no, we don't need... No. Add action. Set value, direction, choose... Up, down, right, left, add action. Oh no, it's going to need to be the base for that one, isn't it? Well, actually, no. We need a number. So add parameter. This is going to be move distance. Now, do you want it as a parameter? Because you have to set that. Huh. Maybe. I don't know. Add action. Doesn't feel right. Feels like I'm going wrong already. Base. Yeah, I need more stuff. I need targets and stuff. Let's pop back in here. Oh, she's not in here, is she? Base. Go away. So we have pair ID, we have direction, I think. Yeah, picking the direction's easy enough. We need to then pick a distance, whether it's 1 square, 2 squares. You don't really want it to move further than the 3 squares on a single direction. Not in one hit, anyway. See, at this point I would be scribbling madly in a notebook, but that's not exactly very interesting for you guys. Granted, neither is staring at the same screen, but hey! I feel like this should be rather than move distance. Okay, let's go back into the let's put one in here and say we want another instance variable, which is move distance. We'll set that to 1 for now. Add action, normal sprite, set value, move distance to choose 1, 2, or 3. Although that's fine, yeah, because it's picking the direction first. So it'll either move 1 square, 2 squares, or 3 squares up, down, right, or left. That's fine. Add action. With the proper wait in for wait time. I don't think I need the move distance parameter in this actually. Delete that a minute. Oh no, maybe we do. Give that a second. Wait time. Set move distance, wait seconds then. Set. Nope, needs to be base, not the sprite. Base set. Arg. No, this needs to be a. Oh wait. No, that can't be right, because that's just going to be in. Maybe that would work actually. Just move forward. And it's 6. Yeah, that might work. 16 times. Oh, I still got to animate, is it? Oh, I don't know, I'm gonna try it. 16 times move distance. Nope, not that one. Young woman dot move distance. I feel like that's not gonna work, but hey. Wait time, random. Don't use that at the moment, but hey, it's fine. This probably is not going to work, but I'm going to give it a try. Let's go with her. What's her direct? So state, we want that to be walk. Direction doesn't really matter, I don't think. Wait timer, we'll leave a 0 for the minute. Oh! That was weird. No, that definitely doesn't work. Okay, well, that was a nice idea. Get rid of that. Sorry, I've been letting you guys have a little chat amongst yourselves while I figured that out. How you guys get your followers? Yeah, we've kind of only we've only really talked about this on Twitter and Facebook. Then there's the blog, which not many people look at, and there is the thread on the forums. Like, we haven't pushed this via email yet. This is kind of still the pilot period. Yeah, I do also do a little bit of, I talk about this a bit on my own social media, just to tell my friends what I'm doing, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's a case of just putting it out in as many places as possible, and the people will eventually come. Word of mouth is helpful. I'm a member of a few Discord servers, and I talk to a lot of them are streamers, and you know, we support each other, and I tell them what I'm up to. So that's one way I've drawn a few people in. I don't know if John S. Reed is still here, but he's one of them. Obviously, we get people from the Skira fan base. One thing that's kind of annoying is I think it's either affiliate or later, or maybe we just can't do it. Is we can't. I can't set the game on Twitch to Construct 3. I'm sure you can put custom stuff on there, but maybe not as just a bog standard person. So that could be another way. And you can tag your stream with things like game development, just chatting, that kind of thing, so people will find you that way. But it's just a case of you keep going with it, you keep streaming, people will find you eventually, so long as you keep talking about it, because if you don't talk about it, then why should anyone else? Anyway, apart from that brief aside about streaming and marketing and bits and pieces, yeah, I figured it'll probably be partner. It's too much for us normal peeps, and I've not got anything sorted with affiliate yet, so do. Let me get rid of that. Now I wonder if we could just set this as actions on the direction thing. Maybe. Yeah, it's hard because Construct 3 isn't a recognised title on Twitch, so you can't, like, just say I'm playing Construct 3, which is a bit of a pain, but never mind. Yeah, putting Construct in your title and using hashtags here, there, and everywhere is kind of helpful too. Right. My function ID didn't quite work, so let's get rid of that. Yeah, I know Twitch is mostly gameplay, but it is developing more into other things. Like, there's a huge community of people who go on there and just have a natter. I mean, a friend of mine last night was finishing off his stream, and I think he ended up raiding someone who was doing just improv on a piano. Twitch is full of all kinds of stuff, but it is still, yeah, mostly catered to actual gameplay. Yeah, you can't put Construct... I think, again, you can't have custom tags until you're at least an affiliate. Construct 3 plays you. You're absolutely right, Kiatrick. One does not play Construct 3. So yeah, choosing the direction's easier. When are we going to become... It's complicated. We have some things to sort out first, but... we will make a big song and dance about it when we do, I'm sure. I mean, personally, at this point, I literally just want the ability to have reruns so I can have a day off. I love you guys, but you know, a lady needs a holiday. Because obviously at the moment, if I'm not here, there is no stream. And whilst I'm sure not that many people would be that upset, I like the rhythm we've got going. It's good. Got a little bit of a schedule going on. People know what to expect. Which currently is just me staring at a screen, really, so I don't quite know why they'd come back. Okay. No, we've definitely not sent off the documents. The documents are complicated. Like, really complicated. It's fine if you're... It's easier if you're a single person. Or a sole trader, especially if you're living in the States, but outside it's complicated. Oh, you got a webcam. Oh, it's a step up from us. Good grief. I don't really think that seeing my face, however, would really improve these streams, so I'm not that worried. Yeah, choosing the direction's easy. If we did move distance, then we set the target. Let's try that. And we want to animate to... Oh, it's going to be X and Y, isn't it? No, we don't need two separate things. It could work. Let's cancel that a minute. We want a sub event which says if... Oh, it's the wrong sprite. If that equals... direction equals right. Oh, no, don't do that. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people, I see a lot of streamers, you know, who have webcams and stuff, and people have asked before in this, like, oh, you haven't got a webcam, why haven't you got one? It's like, well, real estate is quite limited in this booth. Also, would it really add anything? I may stick a suggestions box at the bottom of the screen and people can chuck suggestions in, but for now I'm not hugely concerned. So if the direction is right or left, we want to Oh, no we don't, because... Oh, it's going to be plus and minus, isn't it? Or not? I know I should get into the keyboard shortcuts. I'm slowly getting used to... I'm slowly learning some of them. Like, I know B, I think, is the blank sub event. N is new event. Yeah. Other bits and pieces. I don't know, I just... It requires me leaning forward to the, to the keyboard. Right, so... That is true, everyone does have a webcam, so, you know, that makes us a little bit different. No, it's not gonna play. I know, I feel like I need move distance, which will then at some point multiply by 16 so we can do... So it will figure out the grid correctly. See, you don't need keyboard shortcuts, it's totally fine. Ultra Narwhal's doing just fine. Right, let's have a quick look at that one. And that's easy enough, that's got the movers. We could do it with the movers, just so that we don't have NPCs in weird places. But every time it hits a mover, it picks a random direction. It still follows a path, but it's a little more random. Yeah, Nepia, you've been having lots of fun with keyboard shortcuts just recently. Yeah, plus half the time if I'm actually working on my desk, the computer I have on my desk, and that's a Mac, so half the time I'm pressing buttons trying to do the shortcuts that don't work. Because I forget I have a big keyboard connected to a MacBook, so I haven't quite got it mapped properly, which is my own fault, but you know. Even after reading how to do a good stream, articles and videos tell you all about getting a webcam, still people, yeah. I mean, I have viewers. I don't have a webcam. I don't think it's that vital. I guess if you're trying to build a brand, then being able to see your face is probably, you know, kind of helpful. But yeah, for game dev, I don't like. You want to be able to see. I suppose it's better because I've now moved the project bar over to the left-hand side. So you could, in theory, stick a webcam in this bottom bit, at the bottom of the layers and tile map bars, but eh. Whatevs, bruh. Yes, we only want it to move one grid at a time, one cell at a time. Just have a quick look at the actions for tile movement. Set enabled, grid position, grid dimension, simulate control, set speed. People feel they could better interact with someone with a webcam. I can understand it. Oh baby, if you want Amazon Prime me a webcam that'll be here by tomorrow, then you know, by all means. It is Prime Day actually. Oh mate, if I could have a cat in this office, I'd be so happy. Yeah, that's true. We could just have literally a screen of a cat and I do a little bit of game dev in the background and I'm sure that would draw the people in. Cat cam. It's way more interesting. Okay. So set enabled, that makes sense. Set the object's grid position. Okay, I have new plans. So I want the base, I think. New instance variables. Just going to be target X. Oh, yeah, fine, sorry. And target Y. Right. So, on the function, we choose a direction, we choose a move distance. Did Nepio say hi on screen today? No, he's not come and said hello. He hasn't brought me tea either. Granted, I have just been drinking so much water. Some game streamers tend to emote a lot. Yes, the webcams do work there. Yeah, it's for you'd see me staring at a screen a lot. I might go and do some doodles. I could hold some things up to the webcam, like my doodles and bits and pieces. I guess I would actually talk at you, or talk to you even, rather than just at you, but No, I'm fine without tea. The water is fine. The water is actually quite cold, which is really nice. Anyway, what was I doing? Right. Move distance, that's fine. We now have target X and target Y. So we want 8 and then we want to... Cold tea. I do quite like iced tea. I haven't got any iced tea though. I don't think we have any of those weird infuser cold ones either. Because cold tea bags were a thing for a while. Set value, target X. Now this is where it's going to need to be up, right, left, or down. That's the other direction. I could probably put this in the other thing, but hey, whatever. Compare instance variable. If direction is right, then set target X to oh no, that was the that was opening. Oh god, I don't know what I'm doing now. Set value to... No worries, Luke. I'm going to be wrapping this up shortly anyway, given that it's already 3:25. I'm very happy you helped with my AI, Luke. I'm happy there is now a system that works for these set paths. Now we just have to figure out randoms, which is so fun. Like, I have an idea in my head, I'm struggling to get it out of my head, so we'll see. We just seem to have a lot of old tea bags, FBO, really. It's kind of a sad state of affairs, but never mind. Right, set target X to... player... No, not player. Young woman NPC base dot X brackets plus I don't know if I need all these brackets, but hey, I'm having them. Young woman... where did I put the variable? There, I think. Dot move distance. Times 16. Done. Right. Timer triggers, yeah. I'll try and remember that. Bye, Luke. Okay. So in theory, yeah, I have an idea of what to do in my head, but I have no idea how to actually put it into events. And given that it's only 3 minutes until 1:30, which is the point we're going to stop, I feel like I'm going to leave this there. We have 3 of 4 NPC states working now, which is excellent. We have the non-random rotation, the random rotation, and we now, thankfully, have a set path NPC, so we can tell it where to go, which is really nice. The last thing to figure out with NPCs is random movement, which is going to be super fun. We also had a brief look at how to do area changes or area names with area changes, evens. The word area is starting to sound really weird. It's not in that project. It's in this project, I believe. Oh, so much stuff. Yeah, so we had a brief look at doing area names. So when we started the layout, we'd spawn a little dialog box that would tell us which area the player had just entered. We added a boolean so that we could define whether or not the area name showed up. So when we do outside to inside, when we enter a building, the name won't show. I will update the transition tutorial at some point during this week with the area name stuff, which will be quite nice. Yeah, I think that'll do. We had a good chat about Twitch, interestingly. So yeah, thank you everyone for dropping by. It's been a really good afternoon. Techbox North dropping in with some issues with tile movement behaviour. I had some issues with tile movement behaviour. It's just interesting to figure out how it all works. But yeah, the guy said if you've got a bug, then please do file it on the bug tracker. I'd love to help you, but I genuinely haven't a clue how any of that works. Definitely well out of my domain. So on that note, I think time we say goodbye. Thank you to Kiatric and Nepio for being wonderful mods. Thank you to Techbox North, Oh Baby, VG Burnsy. Really, oh God, I'm gonna pronounce. I've said it right once, so I'm gonna get it wrong now. Murillo Young. Thank you everyone for dropping in. It's been great. Thursday we will be doing some more Hypnospace Outlaw. See if we can make some more progress on that. And then yeah, hopefully we'll have some more bits to show on this come next Tuesday. So yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you on Thursday. Bye guys!